I'm keeping this one simple, guys. This is going to be the best bologna sandwich ever. It's going to be sweet, spicy, cheesy. Something you should only eat once in a while. First, onion, chopped. We're going to slightly caramelize it. Turn on your stove to medium heat, set on pan, and throw all your onion in. This is going to be the first thing you want to prep since it's a long process. Then jalapenos. We're going to roast these little guys in the oven. Split them into 4 pieces and leave the seeds if you prefer the heat. I do, and I don't mind. I love the extra heat that can burn my tongue off. Get a tray and layer the tin foil with some olive oil and rub around. Then put the jalapenos in and dab the jalapenos with the oily paper you have. Turn on your stove to broil. You want to set it in for about 8 minutes. Wait for the skin to darken and then the jalapeno to soften. Get yourself a drink because the onions and jalapenos are going to take some time, especially the onions. Once your onions have softened, grab yourself some table salt and flake around some salt and give it a good mixture. After 8 minutes, take out the jalapenos. You want it to look roasty like this. Doesn't it look beautiful? Throw them on the cutting board and just chop them however you like. I usually like to do the sideways technique for some reason. Don't know why. I think I've been watching too much cooking shows. And then, buns. Any soft buns would do. I'm going with Brazilio. Take a little bit of butter and smudge it around the hot tin foil. It should melt easily after coming out the oven. I find this way easier when it comes to buttering your bread. Throw your bread into the oven for 1 minute. Then boom! Nice and toasty looking, right? Keep stirring your onions. You don't want it to brown on one side. Now it's bologna time. I know many may not be a big fan of bologna, but who cares? It tastes great and it's cheap. It's something I grew up with. What you want to do is take out 4 slices and make an X in the middle so the bologna doesn't curl up on the pan. What you want to do is get a little bit of olive oil and in goes the bologna. There's no specific time, just cook it till brown. I'll be using 2 types of cheese, which is Havarti and cheddar cheese. What you want to do is place the cheese on top until melted, then stack it all up like a burger. From that point, I'll just let it sit for 30 seconds until the cheese is all melted. Then turn off the heat and let it simmer on the pan for the time being. Get your toasted bread and just spread a little bit of mayo on the top piece. That's all you really need. Then on goes your bologna and cheese mix. After that, some slightly caramelized onions. Then you know what's next. Your roasted jalapenos. I love spice so much that I just added the whole thing. And a little bit of ketchup. Now it's time to assemble the masterpiece. This truly looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time making this. This was just an experiment. But I have to tell you, I've never had a bologna sandwich like this ever. I usually just eat it with toasted bread and ketchup if you ask me. But this time was something else. Very spicy with the amount of jalapenos. The bread was just perfectly soft and toasted. And the bologna had a bit of crispiness due to the edges being fried. The onions were good, but I wish there was a little bit more sweetness. I should have left them in longer, but it's okay. The cross section is something else, I'll tell you. Gives it a nice look. Very easy to eat. It feels like I'm biting into lasagna. You guys should definitely try this if you got the time to. I would recommend eating this once every month, since this is not really healthy food, but it's delicious. I'll definitely see you guys in the next episode. I hope you guys did like this new recipe I just created. And wait for the next one, which is going to be my old lasagna recipe. So have a good day, guys, and peace out.